Six Ages Gaming is brought to you by GamersGauntlet.net. Check them out for all your singles, sealed product, and playmats.
Hey guys, how's it going? Matt here with a channel update. It's been a crazy month of everything that's been going on, so I really wanted to put a video out there, kind of give you an idea what's been going on, what's the news. So first and foremost, I'm moving. If you haven't heard about that yet, that is really what's causing a lot of the delay and stuff. So if you look back there, there's all those boxes, and that's a very small group of them. But I'm moving. Things are going to be great, but let's just kind of really get into the reason why I wanted to record this. So right off the bat, we are going to be going back to Force Will content. Maybe you noticed the background, but we're super excited that Final Fantasy trading card game is coming out October 28th for the US release. So we are 100% going to be doing content for that as well. Matthew Rice, huge shout out to him. He's been a great guy. He's going to be helping us record the Force of Will side of things, and I'm going to be taking over the Final Fantasy just so we can really bring you guys great decks, they're relevant for the meta. It's just a lot of different card games to really pick up on. So that's something that we really want to bring to you and bring out content. You probably know I've also started playing Pokemon trading card game, and really this is just because all their regionals have turned into 10K events. So there's definitely some great EV there, and I think it's definitely worth looking into. The downside is if you haven't caught on yet, and if you haven't picked up your Shaman EXs already, they're running like $70 a card. Everything else is dirt cheap in the game. Don't get me wrong. It is Force of Will cheap. But those two cards are going to cost you. And once you have your two Shamans, you can pretty much finish any other deck in the game for probably under $70. So, I mean, $300 you can get a standard deck in Pokemon. Here's the downside. So, the lighting in the new place is just not that great. It's just really old bulbs. It's not gonna be a great recording environment. And this is the only time I'll ever go out on record and say this. But if you guys can help at all, even if you want to vote, so if you want to see more Force of Will content or primarily Final Fantasy TCG content, like we plan to do 2 videos a week, let us know either in the comments below or send us a donate for $1. But we're looking at probably spending $200 to $300 just to set up some new recording equipment. So anything that you guys could, pitch in and help out with, we'd greatly, greatly appreciate that. And if anyone out there is watching this and if you have experience with high professional lighting for video, please, please, please let me know. One of our guys, Six Ages, James, he has a professional lighting kit. I mean, the stand in the box alone, I think was $120. The light bulbs are about $60 a piece. I'm going to need some new tables and stuff like that just to put in the basement because I've been just using, other people's tables, or I have a dining room table, but it's too far spread out to get a good angle. So I need an entirely new setup. So again, if you guys can, we would sincerely appreciate any kind of donation you can do. So there's a donate button off to the side there, I think, in one of those directions. So what else has been going on? Force Will is kind of in this downswing. Or not downswing, but downtime. It's actually been great. I've talked to Pandemonium in Garden City, BC Comics. They have a couple different locations. Gamers Gauntlet. The starter decks have been doing a lot of amazing work. Again, unfortunately, we're in the downtime, so there's no really competitive events that are pushing attendance. We do have an event at Gamers Gauntlet this weekend for ARG States. I mean, probably going to get around 20 people if I had to take a guess. It's not, the 40 to 50 man tournaments we used to have, but I think a lot of locals are still building back up. So that's great. That is a very strong positive note. I want to, make sure everyone is getting out there. Force of Will, as long as this next year goes well, can come back and can do very, very well for themselves. So I'm still hesitant. I'm not going to do foil stuff anymore. But I really think that Force of Will is kind of starting down that right path again. And again, you might have noticed this wonderful background that we have going on. Final Fantasy trading card game. If you guys haven't already, check out the other video that we have. We have a demo game that we put together and kind of an entry, a look at the entry starter decks that they had out in Japan. The game's great. I personally love the backup element of it. And if you play Magic the Gathering, they're kind of like these utility lands. You have to pay to put them in play, but they either have an effect when you play them, or they have like special abilities that you can activate. There is, for our Magic friends out there is a Nephalia Drownyard-esque card, but it requires you to discard another Riku to get the effect. So there are some definitely balanced things that are there as well. There's unblockable decks. There's burn into a sense. There's removal. There's a lot of interaction in the game, and that's what's really, really great about it. And it's quick. It's easy to pick up. But as once you play through it a couple times, you really can't appreciate the backup system, and the resource system is really what it is, until you've played a couple games and really, really, really had the opportunity to dig into it. So again, please check out Final Fantasy TCG if you haven't. We did start a Facebook group for that as well, Final Fantasy TCG US, which has been great. I think we have up to like 700 members already. People from all over the world are joining. And then really just let us know if you want to see other content for it. Again, let us know in the comments. And then quickly, just to wrap up again, Pokemon. Game's been doing, it's their organized play is definitely rough. Now everyone, I want to make sure that, I hound on Forceful at times. I can definitely hound on Final Fantasy. I can hound on Pokemon. But a lot of times people are just too absorbed. Like, if that's the only game you play, no matter who you are, you're going to be very defensive. Like, this is my one game I play. It is the best game out there. That's why I play it. I honestly play like a dozen different trading card games right now. At least 6 actively off the top of my head. Probably have played more. And once you get that high level look at what are all these different TCGs doing? How is their organized play? How are their events at the local shop? You really want to appreciate what they have going on, but you also take a very critical look at them saying, hey, if they improve this one thing, they'd be a much more successful game. And that's kind of where I'm at with Force of Will as well. I've rambled on about that. I won't continue to go on about that. But again, all these games I mentioned are definitely in a good place. I think they're going to be moving forward really, really great games. And we are very excited to bring you content. So again, just a high-level recap. One, if you guys can, please, please, please donate for the new lighting equipment. And again, drop a comment in the below, please, if you know a better place to get this. I forget what they're called, but light boxes. Bulbs are like 60, 80 bucks. I've been looking at like Costco, IKEA, cheap tables, and stuff like that. Let us know. I will happily take all the help I can get in trying to find a setup that will work. If you guys want to see more Force Will content, let us know what you're looking forward to. Final Fantasy, again, let us know what you're looking forward to. If you've picked up the game or not yet, if you checked out our video. I mean, the Final Fantasy video, honestly, has been one of our most successful videos, probably in the last year. And I think that goes to speak just how popular that game is. And for Pokemon, we are probably going to start streaming. So what does this really mean for the channel? What's like the overarching thing? So here's what we hopefully plan to do. Two Force of Will videos a week. We're still going to do a deck spotlight. We're still going to do a dual series video. That's going to feature me and Matt. Again, for Final Fantasy TCG, we're going to do probably one deck spotlight, one dual video per week, and that's going to be me and Matt again. And then Pokemon Trading Card Game Online Client. That could be myself. That could be McQuestion. That could be Papkun once he gets his new computer set up. Anyone who on our team who wants to stream Pokemon at some point will be streaming Pokemon. Now, if we do put those to videos, they really won't be out until Saturdays or Sundays. We'll make that kind of a weekend release just so it doesn't conflict with our other 2 videos. So again, huge thank you to everyone who's been supporting us over the past year and a half, year and 7 months. We sincerely do appreciate all the love and support you guys have given us. I know quite a few people have reached out to me asking, hey, when are you going to do videos again? How are things coming? So I will say we will 100% be back up to speed in November. I'm hoping by like the second week of November. Honestly, it all comes down to how quickly we can get the new equipment and stuff like that, because I'm spending a lot of money on movers. Moving is expensive. It's great that I'm going to be closer to work, but I'm spending like $300 to $400 a month in gas right now just because of my commute to work. So it's really putting a strain on me. So again, if you guys can, please donate. We have the button for it. Let us know what you want about Final Fantasy. If you're playing Pokemon, drop us a comment below. For Force Will, that's been our main thing, so we know you guys are here and you love us for it. Thank you so much. We will be bringing you tons more content in the future. So please look forward to that. We're going to hopefully record a Final Fantasy video this weekend, and we'll record for you guys when we can. So thank you for watching. Thank you for always supporting our channel, and we'll catch you on the next 6 Sages Gaming update. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and leave us a comment with what you thought of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to 6 Sage Gaming and check out some of the deck spotlights, dual series, and Force of Community videos that are already on the channel. We also have a Facebook and a Twitter, so feel free to find us there. Lastly, if you have a deck that you would like featured in a video, be sure to drop us a comment below. Until next time, take it easy.